if you've suffered a traumatic brain injury or a loved one, and if it's a loved one, it can be even more heartbreaking because you can see the difference before the accident and after the accident. How, what's the value? How is the value determined of a claim like that? Somebody called our law office the other day and asked one of our attorneys this question. Here's what the attorney responded. With insurance companies, no matter how your heart may be affected by seeing the change in your loved one or in yourself, that's where it's really difficult. Like if you were a high functioning person and before the accident, and then because of concussions, the headaches, and all the associated problems with concussions, now let's say you're just average functioning, the insurance company can hire somebody and they'll say, hey, this person's average, they're doing fine, there's nothing wrong here. Well, you used to be up here and now average. I mean, that every day that you can't remember things. And there was an accountant, I remember, and she said, our bookkeeper, and she said, I can still add 2 plus 2, but I can't remember how to balance my checkbook. I mean, imagine the impact that has on people's lives. But to the insurance company, if you can still add 2 plus 2, you're fine. Okay? And so, anyway, so we get experts that show which part of the brain has been affected and how that affects the person's daily life. And you have to have very special expertise. You're not just going to go out there and find that in any street corner. We have the experts and the knowledge to put that together so insurance companies go, oh. And there's brain scans that are objective and show objectively that someone suffered a concussion, so that insurance companies can't just go, I'll give you a good example. Neuropsychologists used to be what everyone used to prove a brain injury. But the problem was that we could hire a neuropsychologist who would give a test to our clients and say, yes, here's the part, we're documenting the brain injury. And the insurance company could hire one of their neuropsychologists, who of course is bought and paid for by them. And that neuropsychologist would administer the exact same tests and come to very different conclusions. And they know either there's no brain injury or yes there is, and it happened when they were 6 years old or whatever it was before the accident. So the tests and the things we do now are much stronger proof, and we typically can get insurance companies to recognize the seriousness of even so-called mild brain injuries. And don't be put off by the terminology here, because a mild brain injury for you and me is not mild. Okay, we would call it pretty dang serious, because here's the grade: mild, moderate is quite very serious, and then the level beyond is you don't ever want to be there. You might be close to unconscious or something, okay? And so the word mild, I guess you could say, is less than, if I were using the terminology, it wouldn't be mild and moderate, it would be significant and severe, okay? I think that more accurately describes the actual seriousness of those brain injuries. But we can show the technology and the testing to show that, so that insurance companies pay the maximum value. One of those tests, the VNG test, you can read about it on our website. It's read typically by a board-certified, Arizona-licensed neurologist who has, in 18 years, read 100,000 of those reports, more than anybody else. And typically that report will recommend long-term, even lifetime vestibular therapy running into the millions of dollars. And so insurance companies, they do understand dollars and cents, even if they don't care about you as a person. They understand dollars and cents. And so they'll go, oh, well, in that case, maybe we just have to pay out our whole policy. And depending on what that is, that can be very big. But that's a reason to call us. We can help you. One of our attorneys will help analyze your individual case and give you an idea with the proper diagnosis and treatment what your case may be worth, and certainly guide you through that process. So remember, if you've suffered a traumatic brain injury, and most of our potential clients who call us don't even realize that. They just say, we ask them, are you suffering headaches that you didn't have before the accident? Yeah, man, it's like really bad, migraines and stuff. I thought, I just didn't get enough sleep or stress or something. You say, no, stop. This started right after the accident or a day afterwards? Yes. It's not stress. It's not you didn't eat breakfast. We're going to get you to a medical professional who's trained to diagnose concussions, and guess what? They find out it's something very long-term and serious, but we prove it, and that's how we get maximum value for our clients. So remember, if you're suffering from headaches, short-term memory loss, any of those kind of associated symptoms, post-traumatic stress disorder can be caused by concussion, driving anxiety, depression, just a big list. Call us. We'll guide you through that process, or your loved ones. The call is free. The information is not just free, but can be priceless to you or your loved ones, and result in tens of thousands of dollars in additional compensation, or potentially millions. So call us. The call is free. The information is free. And we are here for you, especially if you suffered a concussion or brain injury.